What up? Oh, how are you? All right. So, the other night, I say the other night, last night after we finished streaming, I decided that I was going to mess with my chat a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can try to get the chat different because, like, I would love to have like the chat in the actual scene, but be able to see like the emotes and stuff. And that is a lot harder than it seems for some reason. So that didn't work out. But yeah, I am doing well. Today was kind of long, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't too bad, but I've been excited for this all day. So kind of chilled tonight. Excited to get going, get back in the story. I was doing some dailies and some like Spiral Abyss stuff during the day. I was like really upset because I was like, God, I want to play so bad. I was like, no, I must wait. So I'm kind of debating on seeing how this goes, and I'm not even sure like what. Let's see what the other ones, the other stream is doing, because these are some of like my most popular videos. So I'm debating if I want to cut all this together and make this an actual video. Hey, what's up, Arwa? That one's at. Those do not too bad. Can't complain. But yeah, tonight we're gonna be hopping back in, doing more of the Archon quests. I'm excited. Marcia, you're probably ahead of me, huh? Stream Element Spot, thanks for coming out. I don't even know what you do. I don't think I have anything set up for you except for to exist. Stream Element Spot, the real hero. But I did fix the blurry background at the bottom now. So, and on the top, I guess, technically. But so that's fixed. That's cool. I mean, whatever. I just liked how it looked before, and I was upset that it stopped working. But I was able to get that fixed. But yeah, man, I need a pro. I need someone who is like an absolute pro with this stuff because it is hard. I've completely broken my chat. It doesn't work at all now, which is cool. I don't think my other one works either. Let me see if this scene. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. It'll be more like a regular video, I guess. We'll just be hanging out. But regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and I might as well hop in. I was doing some Spiral Abyss. Make sure the sound's better now. Let me go pick up my expedition reward, and then I'm just gonna hop right back in. Start going. I did realize the other day that even though I'm like a decent volume on my side, it seems like I'm really quiet coming through. I don't know about the game. Maybe I'll turn the game up a little bit. I just kind of bumped everything, so if your volume is not adjusted, I don't know. Do you guys feel like my streams are quieter than my videos? I feel like they are. I was gonna say I don't even think I can make these. Yeah, crap. Well, oh well. Maxed out on resin for no reason. Farzan is absolutely dead. Don't know why, but welcome back to the team. All right. Let's pick up this. Kaya and Amber made their way back with some fowl and some. I've been sending Kaya out for what? Dandelions and eggs? Oh, I guess eggs for the food. Yeah, that works. That's fine. We'll keep doing that. I really wish they would make some better expeditions because, man, these are not great. All right, so don't really notice a difference? Okay. So when you say that, do you mean you don't notice a difference between like my videos and the stream, or like when I bumped up the volume? I'm assuming you mean like my videos in the stream, because that's what I asked about. Yeah, we gotta go here, right? We gotta go deliver the materials for the magic pockets or pouches or something. Yeah, magic pocket. My pocket. I'll go deliver my magic pocket. That's got to be offensive. I'm sorry. Yeah, video stream, cool. Yeah, we'll see. As I said, I was just watching it back and I was like, man, it seems really quiet. Like, I like to try to have it at a certain level, and it's definitely harder to make things hit that level live, but it's not too big of a deal. As long as like I don't start, like, if people tell me that like my videos are way quieter or my streams are way quieter than other stuff they're watching, then I'm gonna like try to fix it. But for now, I think it's okay. We're close enough. Yeah, I had to climb all the way up here last night. That's right. That sucked. I do need to go ahead and disable my preview. And I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this. Try to get the best performance we can right now, because yesterday we were struggling. Sharp tongue?
I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Yeah, you tell them. Oh wait, I still have my. Hold on, I don't want this team. Hold on, I don't want this team. This is my friendship team. Let me switch. Oh, I forgot about this. So cool. Let's just go with this team. These people can handle everything. All right. We're here to deliver the stuff. I don't know.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Hi.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
These must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using
Why is she
them for,
glowing?
I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Oh.
Wow. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I mean,
I can't say for sure.
he's a
but
famous
who
magician.
knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
She's literally
Why use your hands when a machine
bashing
can do the
a
work? It would be
molten
waste not to use
rock.
the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
So advanced.
Where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
Layman's
But
terms.
basically,
Please.
everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a
I'm sorry,
type
what
of
now?
energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically,
Can we go back to layman's terms?
when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and
Layman's?
converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
That's not how you negotiate.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
You're right. Sounds like a usual case of someone owing somebody else money. I don't want to say either of these things.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Where did you even come from?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Is there an echo?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today. Fontaine really is a curious place.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it,
Yeah.
it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then. Go on.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Northland Bank, Bird, you know who you're talking to?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Precisely.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead. They're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Are they not even going to show him? Oh. Oh, I get to be the guy. That works. Back up, bro. Y'all, look. I am a master with child. So, y'all just back up. Okay? It's a done deal. Easy. Easy. Self-defense, yeah.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait,
What?
don't tell me you're...
Yeah, he's that guy.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
He just runs away. He's like, he's him. So cool, man.
Huh?
Wait.
Now's my chance!
That didn't even matter.
Huh. That was weird.
What just happened? Are you feeling all right?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
I was gonna say.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You'd better not. You better not use your delusion too often. I don't have a vision, so don't ask me. I don't want to tell him not to use his delusion. His delusion's sick. I don't have a vision, so don't ask me.
What are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're
Oh, I
feeling
wonder if that's the
inside.
delusion.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
You were underwater, it makes sense.
Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
True.
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss. I think that's pretty clear. I don't know why I'm saying that, but whatever.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
True.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Okay.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
So he's like, I'm gonna go commit a crime.
Champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Nice.
Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
No, I'm assuming no.
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the
Makes
champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to
Which is
Fontaine.
exactly why I'm here to
Apparently,
trifle.
the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists.
Clorend.
I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
When we met when we met, can you shut up? I'm trying to say my line. When we met the Hydro shit. Damn it. You know what? Never mind. Just forget it. When we met the Hydro Archon. Can't even say it still.
Before I forget, I want you to have this.
A delusion?
Huh?
What?
Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I was joking.
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
So, are we like legit friends with
That
him?
sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
Like, I love Child. Child's one of my favorite characters, absolutely. But I'm like, when we talk, when we're talking, whatever, you get what I mean. When we're talking, I'm like, dude, like, this guy's like a homie. He's one of our friends. And then I remember he's a harbinger. So I'm like, that puts us in a weird spot, doesn't it? Interesting.
Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Wait, I want to see Child's duel, bro. Not fair. Go watch magic. I want to watch a fight.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's rude to spoil the mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all.
Yeah, true. I guess he has a
Paimon never saw
lower
that.
ranking.
The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's like, what's like a good comparison? Like the Espada and Bleach. Like I feel like he's like Grimmjow, where Grimmjow was like 6, but like was he really 6? I mean, I guess he kind of was, but still, you know what I mean. One of them was definitely stronger than their number. Never thought I'd see the day where Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel.
Oh.
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good. You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Yeah. Let's go see the magic.
The Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Aquabath. Yow. I guess technically we're gonna get to, we'll be in the same place. If he's fighting the champion or whatever, shouldn't it be in the Opera House? I would assume. I'm sure there's an easier way to get up there than the way I'm about to try, so let's just follow the little sparklies. I just know that I'd be climbing up the side of a wall for 20 minutes for no reason. I'm gonna swing around here. Wait, they're telling me to go. I want to grab this waypoint really quick. Oh, I like your dress, lady. Nice, looking good.
The wind rises.
That one's underwater. Oh my gosh, it's a ghost. The kid just appeared. Oh, this is not. Oh, it is. You almost looked like a main character for a second. Thought you would have a name that I would remember. But no. Navialine. Got it. Like, I don't know what to select. Alright. I didn't realize I moved last time. I don't know if it did move. Maybe it did. I don't know. Whatever. Brrr. Here we are. Oh, can I have some of these flowers? Oh. Well. Waiting for the aqua bus. Hold on. Nope. 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 Yeah. Oh. There we go. Nope. I really wanted that stuff. Oh god, I was so glad there's not more in that one. Do I just hop on? Guess so. Sit. I'm ready. Do I need to tell you to leave? How do you do? When does the immediately? Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty great. I like this little thing. I don't know what.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan.
Are you a
The
robot?
boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so.
Everything's fine.
Also,
Just fell off.
please remember to buy the steambird.
Just gonna sit.
Oh, I don't read it myself.
Thank God I had Wander on. Would have been annoying if I would have had
The
to wait for another one.
destination of the current tour is Arenias. Points of interest worth visiting
Oh, the big,
include the
the
Fountain of
water
Lucine
blocks.
and the Opera Epiclus. If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
What are those? Those birds are pretty. I knew I would enjoy this the first time. This is really cool. This is also very slow, but oh, there's a chest there. Can we stop?
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I have child's
Even
vision.
though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
I love that she even does the like it's like the perfect like I guess that would be called dictation. I don't know. The perfect like tone. Like she just acts like she's like annoyed about her job. I love it. Anything secret over here you don't want me to find? No. Okay, fine, whatever. Man, they really make their spots for their teleport waypoints nice and pretty. God, I'm losing so many frames. Oh, there's a chest over there. Okay, sure. I'll bite. Let's figure out this little puzzle. No. Okay. Continuously affected by hydro. Okay, so I just need to wait. Oh no, I just need to literally push them in the water. But I need to make sure I get them all in at the same time. Yay! That was easy. Oh, this is one of these chests? Crap.
Make the most of these supplies.
Wait, there's a Oculus in there. But I will not be picking. Look at this duck. You are crazy looking. You're a huge dude. Look at him like the side of me. Oh, what? What a freaky duck. Alright. Let's go. Got the chest. And that was just a whatever, stupid chest. Yeah, for one of these furnishings. There's another one. How does... Okay. So, now I really don't know what to do. Uh-oh. Bye, guys. There you go.
I see everything.
Okay. One of you guys are gonna spawn. Jeez. Wait, they might not stop spawning. I don't think they do. I think they just spawn forever. Because I'm not getting any XP or anything for killing them, so I'm assuming this is just like... This could be a forever spawn. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys have that chest. That's all yours for now. I'll be back. Wait, is this where the... Oh, this is where the ice skaters are, I think. Is that what that little symbol is? I think so. That's sick. Okay. Alright. Now that we've been sidetracked quite enough. Go grab this teleport waypoint. Be on my way. Oh, it's another baguette. What's up, dude? There we are. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, there's so many birds here. Poor Timmy.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Did you just say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Strange. Whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Yeah, and be super into themselves 100%.
You scared Paimon!
They'll
Why
definitely be
is it
smart.
here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Weird question.
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here.
I feel like all of a sudden this started picking up. I don't know. How's everything sound? All of a sudden I started seeing like another bar pick up my sound like from my computer. I don't think this one's working at all. So we can probably just hide this one. I guess it doesn't matter. Let me know if the sound's weird. If the sound is weird, then I'll fix it. If not, whatever. I don't know. I guess if it's recording all those bands, it will be an issue later on, but let's just do this. I don't think this one's working at all. All right. Actually, I think now I can check. Haven't noticed anything? Okay. I don't know why that started acting weird. Should be good. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Oh, man. Tech issues never cease to make me want to cry. All right. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here.
So
Okay.
maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Huh? That's an interesting explanation. I'm not sure I buy it though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you are hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lenny.
We're coming, Lenny. Oh crap, I didn't kill the bird. Whatever.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of opera.
Oh, it's so cute. Hello. I don't know any of these people yet, so I don't want to ask any questions. It won't mean as much until I actually know who they are. These fruit snacks are weird.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I
The
can
scene
tell,
looks awesome.
judging by how early you
Looks really good.
arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and
Aw.
here are your tickets.
Nice.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Dang.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Star of the show has a pull.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure. Best get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Adios, muchachos. Monsieur famous magician. Whoa. What? This place is crazy. They're like, yeah, there's all seats in here. Who this? I know who that. I know who this. We're sitting right next to
These
him.
should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Come on, do you ever sit? Cool.
Uh, Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that?
That
didn't you?
voice.
Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
Nice to meet ya.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
Stop.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Yeah.
Allow me
Tell
to
us.
introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Woo! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way,
Sure.
I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Yo, I love this guy already. Ah, she's awesome.
Huh? Oh,
Again, her
it's
design
Fernanda,
is
the
awesome.
Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
I was gonna say that's
All right.
this is
Please
weird.
Wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
I haven't either. Be dope. Be a good time.
Ooh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant.
Yay.
Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Yay, Lynette. Did anyone clap for Lynette?
Hello, everyone.
Oh. Never.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
They handing over their
Both
visions.
Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Ooh.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
We about to get a cutscene?
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
So excited. There's nothing in your hat. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool.
But this isn't what you came for.
Oh, this is like the act that they did at the
These
beginning of the
little
special
tricks,
program.
You've seen them all before.
We have.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one
Like I'm just glowing.
Tricky.
Oh, whoa.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Oh. She's naked somewhere.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
What? She had another change of clothes. That's pretty cool. That's so cool, man. God, this is why I say Genshin's my feel-good game. I'm like, made me all happy. I'm happy their performance went well.
What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't seem to do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show. No wonder he's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Hyman couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now.
Take me.
There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Please pick me.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Oh, I'm never
It
lucky.
selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Oh, God.
Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
I'm sure Lenny's prepared. With the whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58. 60, 59, 58.
Man, these people are into it.
Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious
That is
Paimon thought you might be
exactly...
feeling uncomfortable or something.
Traveler's Face is exactly how I feel about him. I'm like, okay. Cool, dude. No, that's fine. No, you can count your head. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, for real. It's not a big deal. It's fine.
40, 39, 38.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show. Maybe he's just supremely confident with his abilities. Oh.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure.
Did it come from something?
Anyway,
I don't know what I
it
said.
doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23.
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting? 19, 18. It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time. 10! Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly! 5! 4! 3! Whoops! That doesn't count! 0! Ta-da!
Hey. Pretty cool. And then this random girl named Audience. Very coincidentally. that supposed to happen? Things got so bad so quick.
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay. Yeah, that did absolutely escalate quickly.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
What in the
And
world?
after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this, in front of an audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice?
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Oh, great.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We could even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during the show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Goodness. Brendan, yeah, sorry. So we I just saw your message. I apologize. Yeah, so we streamed for like 2 hours last night and didn't get too far. So this is part 2. I mean, this is the second part of me playing through the Archon quest, so.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I mean, you're not wrong. I trust Lenny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
What?
But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most
That's cap.
boring possible outcome.
That's cap. That's not what happened.
So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Huh. It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is
That's what I'm saying.
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Attorney? I mean, sure. Yes. Yes, I am.
Very well.
Yeah,
The trial
Lenny
will be
is
held a day from
innocent.
now in the Opera House.
100%.
Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Okay.
Linny and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I would 100% want a real attorney.
To hearing it.
Oh, everyone's supposed the audience been together to live, and Farina never let. I'll pronounce his name correctly eventually. Lenny, so how'd you do it? How'd you do it, Lenny?
About everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Yes, you crushed a woman.
Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
I mean, not you specifically, but like,
Yeah.
she was.
I'm a little shaken up myself.
Sorry, bud.
How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No.
Good to hear.
Not a
Thank you so
chance.
much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at this objectively. No, you're not the murderer. And what better opportunity to steal a girl than, I mean, I didn't realize they just stole them out of thin air, but you know, if you have that ability, what better time to do it than during that?
I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
So here's your reaction to his backstory. Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about him. Yes, it is very strange, but there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
Oh, good.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
Oh.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Wait, attorneys? They're thinking that that Paimon is a second attorney? Yeah, the glasses are absolutely a upgrade for Paimon. Oh man.
Thank you so much.
Be surprised, but not in a good way. I mean, I'm down. I'm down for whatever story they give us. No spoilers. I won't let you down. I'm used to this sort of thing.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Yeah, that Paimon? No thanks. No shot I'm letting you. Letting you be my attorney.
Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Not wrong.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Oh, brutal.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Yeah, that does suck.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Like, I couldn't take her seriously before. Now there's no shot. What in the world?
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Dude, her voice is killing me. We're Linny and Lynette's attorneys. Oh.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh?
Too late for that.
What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cowl inside? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
She's not wrong.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
Like a day?
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
That's kind of what we
I
do.
know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
It's not really his fault. We just kind
I've seen a lot of cases.
insert
And
ourselves.
I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
But that's not always true. People can also be the most reliable evidence. Look at us.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
I appreciate
Anyway,
it.
you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Yes. You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection. Situation. And some sort of... Okay. Cool. Clue collection and undiscovered case record. Investigate a corresponding area to locate them. Use perception skill. Hey. Clues can be investigated with the essential radios around the zone and advances overall progress. Alright. Gauze investigation report. I'll tell the magic performance rope down. Okay, it's just saying what happened. The deceased identity. Deceased of the one. Okay, we're just talking about Cowl. Alright. Time to go to work. Time to use the perception skill. Oh. Ah, yes. Many clues around here. Alright, let's examine the white line. This is where the magic box was struck. Wait, this is where the magic box was struck. If Cal were inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Ah, yes, very obvious. Very obvious indeed. Okay, let's investigate this. I feel like Batman.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
I'm gonna go ahead and say one side of the rope looks burned. The other side looks like cut, but I don't know. Could be wrong. So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Because we might be in trouble here. He might have done it. I'm just kidding. I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Special rope. Investigation has shown the location where the rope snap was made of a flammable material. Yes, I agree. I deduced just about as much. You're a suspect, Maurice. What do you have to say for yourself?
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Nothing. He's like a guard.
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Nice.
The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
For sure.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Halsey, famous painter. Wait, time out. It said work was stressing her out. She's a painter. I mean, hey, I don't paint. I don't know if it's stressful. It might be stressful. Who knows? But appreciate your service, Maurice. Esmond. Wait, that says I've already checked you off. Examine the damaged magical box. Broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Yeah, hard enough to completely crush Cowl. Alright, I don't remember talking to you, so I'm gonna speak with you. Hello.
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end, we're both after the truth.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess that's why you were already checked off. We have some hints out there, I guess. But you, Quentin. You look suspicious.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Really?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Well, are we saying murderer? We don't even know if she's dead. She's just not there.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Yeah, we've handled taller.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance.
Whoops.
In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Doesn't look great.
Out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yeah. Chose this exact same number no matter what. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, look for clues inside the opera house. What are you still doing here? Why are you still present? Let's look at this. Is this a clue? Will she wear the glasses in court, right? Be great. Examine the magic box. It looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? Kind of went a little Grinch there. But what will I wear? Hello. You're not a clue, so I'm not gonna talk to you. Thought you were. What else do we got in here? They're talking to a guard. Oh wait, there's... Yeah, I mean, I assume that's just like a part of the show. They would just like always have one specific number.
Happens that I'm interested too.
Why are you interested?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
I don't know who you are, bro.
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
You forgot about that.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense.
Sure.
So, what do
Checks
you think
out.
of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Yeah. Why don't you just let the professionals do this, okay?
What was with that sound?
Look at Paimon. That's the face of a professional. Strange sound during the magic show. Yep, we did not remember that. Oh, I didn't think this would turn into a mystery. I am a detective and a lawyer. And a hero. And lots of stuff I am today. Alright, let's hear what you're telling Molly. Molly, are you talking to my clients?
It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Alright, well, best of luck. Let us know if you need anything. Assuming that's outside.
Whoever the murderer was, this rope, what people needed to...
You hush. Stop reading.
What would it be? Gosh, we all heard that noise, didn't we?
Paimon just like reading super quick. Hush. You hush. Alright. The final clue.
Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
No.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Nice.
And I, Navia, have the honor
Ah.
of being its renowned president.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Okay.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
All right, boss.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
It's true.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay. It's a cool shot of her.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Yeah, kind of.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
Yeah.
Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
I don't know if I do either.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
All right,
In your
what do you got?
opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No.
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. I kind of feel like more like this one. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. I agree with that.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent.
What do you mean,
No
boss?
matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
Yeah.
And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Jeez, man, we're getting all sorts of jobs today.
When did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to...
Yeah, Melusa's voice is
but
great.
I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
I can't
wish to save
even
a
come
friend
close.
from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Amen.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Yeah, come on, Silver.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, okay. Well, carry on.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Okay, bye. All right. Now. Oh, look for clues inside the opera house. Oh, wait. Sorry about this, but you're a clue.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show? It's literally what Paimon was asking.
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
Why?
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post.
Didn't go great, just saying.
How loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright,
Yeah, can't they like sense bad people or something?
info.
I remember seeing that in the special program. Entrances and exits. No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those cleared by the guards could leave. Alright. I think we've got all the evidence we need.
Everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Oh yeah, true.
Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
All right.
You've arrived. Who's this?
This is Navia.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia.
She's
I'm a
great.
partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Because right now everyone thinks I'm a murderer.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Below stage? Oh, that's where the magic happens.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
No.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back door isn't the same. No, I'm not free to play.
What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Not like a crazy big spender, but I definitely have spent some money. More than I'd care to admit.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
All right, Lenny.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
And this passage linked the 2 boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right. You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
That's pretty cool.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Yeah.
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And
Got a
yet, to
geovision.
think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Look around. I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
But I could.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
All right. Gave us that explanation. On stage magic box structure. We got that. Audience side magic box structure. We got that. Perfect. I have all the information I need to... Oh, wait, I gotta... Never mind, I don't have all the information. Oh my gosh, there's so many more clues. Okay. Examine control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. Let's examine this ladder. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. Yes. Quite curious. Yes. What is this? What have we found?
What's this?
Grappling hook?
Looks friends here.
Lenny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Yes. Very curious. I'm assuming it was for the real person that was the problem, the person that made the other person disappear. Take it up high.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Broken vase. Yes, it's all coming together. Ah, a dress.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change. Yeah, that's weird.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping?
Wait, what happened to her glasses? Why are they solid now?
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Were they supposed to be solid the whole time and mine were just clear, or vice versa? Interesting. Alright, so now we've got some clothing for the young woman, yes. Is there any more clues? Oh yeah, there's more clues. Okay. Examine the tracks. Oh, the confusion spiral. Yeah, right? Wait, what did that say? I didn't read it. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. There we go. Dyslexia wins again. Examine the storage boxes. All kind of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Very curious, yes. Wait, a vent? That's okay, well, let's examine trolley. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. What will I wear? Yes, the vent.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Oh shit.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
Maybe.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and Lenny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Some of it looks like. All right.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
I was gonna say I don't think there's.
Let's head back up.
All right, you said it. Wow. Wait. Return to the surface level. Yes. I need like a pipe. Maybe like.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malouse returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
I agree.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then.
Hmm.
You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
Yeah, no joke.
All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
That's crazy.
To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I guess.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
All right, Silver.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
I feel like we've gotten severely off track. We found out we were going to be here and we're like, all right, time to start cooking.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Why is that so much nicer than my portable
Yes,
stove?
I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina di Rusula thing. Harvey methodically handles the ingredients and pulls off fresh macaroons. I don't know what the rest said.
That it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Okay. No big deal. I mean, do your thing. We'll take the tea.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel.
That's true.
Resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Okay.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this 3rd person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this 3rd person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick would have worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Yeah.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Nadia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
Uh-huh.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Like a bottomless pit.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Oh no.
Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Great. Now there's not just missing girls, now there's missing macarons. It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
Wow, she's really sad.
Ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
She's like, I'll just make more.
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Dude, I love Silver. Silver's great.
This really is your hobby, huh?
Man, a few words. Navi does a second round of baking. However, the discussion that follows does not yield much progress.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again.
Mm-hmm.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Well, don't say that.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
All right. Probability of a third person being involved. All right. Time to get to the bottom of this.
It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Is there anything in here? Nothing. All right. Well, I guess it's time to just wait. What do I say between 8 and 8 and 10? Like, oh wait, there's a viewpoint. Bro, I want to miss the viewpoint if we jump right into the thing. Also, I got raid on 8 o'clock. Can we talk about that? There we go. Wow. The oratrice Menequa de Anales Cardinale. That's as close as you're gonna get from me. Okay.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
Very punctual. I do have some thoughts, but let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Debatable.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks. Is this gonna be a cutscene, or are we gonna have to, like, am I gonna be reading my testimonies?
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Terrible. You're gonna go away for a long, long time.
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
You just wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Oh.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
All right. Clearly reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Linney.
All right.
In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Yeah, what do you got to say?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Based on what grounds?
There's no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
Objection. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. I think that's what they say. I don't know. I don't know anything about court.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Hey, bro.
Oh, is
I got
that
this.
so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The audience counting down?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lenny not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Oratros's stance on the trial. Oratris. I don't remember how to say it.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
House of the Hearth, who's that? Also, like, so what about the sound? Like, how does that make him guilty?
The House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui?
No wonder they did something like this.
Oh no!
Serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Bro, it's so much worse now. You should have told us before this.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed.
Bro.
Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
Bro, this is the part where I'd pull him to the side and be like, you couldn't have told me you were Fatui before this? That would have been kind of helpful to know. Could have at least built up a counter argument.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
I don't like your attitude.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Oh, good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
What?
Hey, Lenny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Yeah, right? Lenny and Lynette are Fatui.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others, given how Lenny has concealed his identity. This could have all been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here and Fontaine, along with other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
It's not looking good.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good
Won't
as
you
guilty.
shut up, impatient audience member?
And deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Shut up.
Order! Order, I say!
Damn right.
Your request
Get him,
is
Nervalet.
reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Shut up. How about that? She's mean. Well, of course, the journey meet with Lenny and Lynette backstage in the Opera House. Yeah, y'all got some splaining to do.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm
Get
very
her.
sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
It is.
But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know all this isn't just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
We kind of do, but I want
You
to.
met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
You both say that, but
Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Huh.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why did you want to understand how the Oratress operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
I really want to trust him.
Like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're friends with Child, and, like, he's a harbinger. So, I mean, this guy can't be so bad. I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should. Yeah, I will defend you from these charges. I don't know if this other one's different.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
Don't thank me yet.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lenny's statement. That's about time, Lenny. I wonder who the mysterious voice is. I wonder if that's Child.
Quit following me.
All right. Continue the trial. Continue the trial. Yes. Brief adjournment ends. The nail-biting trial reconvenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Alright. Based on the opposition to counts of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Oh god, this is like actually a game. Use evidence, clues obtained during the investigation to refute any I don't know what that word is. Assertions of fact and replace them with a new inference. You should. Oh god. I have to actually win in this case. I'm terrified. When find or refute all incorrect, you can complete the cycle of refusion and unveil the truth. Let's go.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Yep.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
No. Oh, wait, can I not say no yet?
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
Man, I kind of believe her. She might be onto something.
Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. what Linny experienced and what he saw.
All right, the order of the events. Okay, so identify loopholes. Here we go. Lenny entered the tunnel as the countdown begins. So Lenny's statement, Lenny did not witness a crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. No one left the opera house during the matter. Okay, so none of this matters. Lenny must have been very confused when he saw them. Well, see, now we're gonna have to... I don't even know how to go about this. Did not witness the crime and did not hear a thud. Let's refute with that. Sure.
Seems this won't produce a particular...
Good. I can't mess this up. Okay. This one. Nope. Oh, the chamber that houses the Orchard's core. Oh, so we're just straight up saying that. So... No? I'm so bad. Do I not have any... I don't have any evidence to refute this? I guess he did enter the tunnel. I don't know why I'm trying to refute that. Now I understand. Never mind. Forget it. Okay. So this is a port where Lenny attacked Halsey. Lenny claims to be headed to the chamber containing the Orchard's core upon entering the tunnel. Did not witness crime taking place. Perfect.
According to Lenny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Exactly. Then Lenny kidnapped Halsey, but he did not. Because... I was gonna say, I was just kidding. I was actually gonna pick this one. I was just kidding. I was gonna pick this one. Yeah.
Lenny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
The Oratrice's core. All right.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Boom.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
Yeah. Get him, Paimon.
When the countdown
Handle my light work.
Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Ooh.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
I kind of wish I could have said this part. What the heck?
Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Paimon is killing it, though. She's spitting. Boom. Take that. Oh, look at them scales. Successful refusion. All right. Light work. Get out of here.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Correct.
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The on-stage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell bumped into Lenny by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young
She is
girl
wearing the
as a
glasses,
new
you're right.
disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you remember how you refuted Lenny's alibi initially?
magic box the whole time. How could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Exactly. Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. Choose the oh god. So he was, where's the one saying that he was in the Lenny's statement? This is it. Irrelevant. Wait, how is that irrelevant? I guess we already said that. Wait, which one of these are, oh, so these are relevant. Okay. So information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey, she's finished. Okay. Strange though, during, I mean, that's what we're talking about. I don't really think that matters, does it? It's just an exit to the other house. I'm gonna say this one.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Yeah, that we don't really know. The murderer was... Garrick has interface to check corresponding case questions. Select the answer fill in interviews and correct reduction and many mistakes. Make a necessary selection for the remaining options. When you answer all the questions correctly, you can complete the logic chain. Alright. Guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of this show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowl in the box below. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, the only other member of the troupe would have been able to tamper. Only other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Lenny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using the box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing an audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use the tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Alright. Person who could possibly committed the crime.
The deceased's name is Cowl, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Nah, that's definitely not it.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
I'm going with the third person. I'm assuming everyone said they liked Cowl, so we're going with this. Third person. Hypothesis incorrect. Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowl.
Guess
Halsey is the missing person.
I don't even know. Like out of these two, like, do I want to say the missing girl it's her fault? I mean, he's dead. What can he say? You know what I mean?
The deceased's name is Cowl.
Let's just, yeah, Cowl, all you. Wait, why is that correct? Don't tell me it's correct. The heck?
That can't be right. Are you serious?
Sure.
The killer was, in fact, Cowl, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting. Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim. No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowl, Lenny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Okay, so let's select that. Prove there's an altercation in the tunnel.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Under a minute. But hey.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
We don't want to tell them that. Unless we do.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Wait, what did I just do? Did I just change the... Oh, switch to another question. How can I prove that there's an altercation in the tunnel? This one? Who's the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Where did the missing Halsey go? I don't know. Well, she didn't leave. That's what we're saying.
Entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So
is this right? Crap, this is gonna... Oh no, the... Okay, so it's narrowing it down. Okay. How can we envisage... I don't even know what that word is. Envisage Linny as having been unable to interfere with the crime. Because he was... This was his statement. I didn't realize there's questions up there at the beginning. How can I prove there's an altercation in the tunnel? Loud sound.
Heard may have come from a clash between...
Okay, and then where did the missing Halsey go?
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
I guess this one? Yeah, it's just that one that's incorrect. I was gonna say, yeah, okay.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some...
Alright, some fear that she would attract attention. Hypothesis, and that's the only option. The criminal must have understood the methods behind Linny's magic trick, and must have something. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Linny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given Cowell time to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Wait. Could it have been the water? What?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
How is that a point against us?
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Understood. Hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Okay, where did the missing Halsey go?
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence.
Oh.
The water.
Hypotheses correct. Let's go. All right, our hypothesis is good.
Together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped.
Okay.
Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Very true.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cal's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
I don't think
Even
they're two
so,
completely different things.
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Real quick, just gonna switch over here. Just make sure, okay. Just making sure that nothing's like frozen or anything like that. I don't have my preview up, so just want to double check. Appreciate it. Oh, you trust my judgment, do you? I don't know if I trust you.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
Marshmallow, I was just thinking, this is a whole thing. Like, this is a lot. It's cool, but man, I did not expect this to be like the centerpiece of this whole storyline. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I was blown away by the Fatui thing. We're still explaining.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Really?
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... Water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Oh, good. Good.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Boom.
You've got to be kidding. People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowl's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
This again. Alright, go ahead.
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Yeah, let's select that. Oh. Oh wait, I forgot to read the question. I did that again. What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the disillusion?
The rope that held the water tank up.
That would have been this. Who's the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is
100% this guy. What did the culprit use to dissolve Halsey?
The water from the primordial sea.
What item did the culprit use as a mechanism? Wait. What item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time.
No.
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Goodness. Yeah, no worries, Marshmallow. I was gonna say once I'm finishing up with this part, I'll probably call it too, because this is a lot. Appreciate you hanging out. We'll see you.
Now
I guess
it seems
this.
like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Yep, that. Okay, so the rope and the... Oh, wait, what? Control the timing.
I remember
Box?
there was something else within the inner layer.
I don't know, bro.
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fire.
Sure. Damn it. Alright, we're cutting it really close here. What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the disillusion?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire...
I don't want to say that she had something to do with it, but I also... Wait, no, I didn't mean to choose. Dang it. Okay, well, whatever.
I remember there was something...
Still incorrect. Canny the hook.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. Oof, brutal. Yes, very peculiar.
It's Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Bro, I can't. I can't with her.
In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel. and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
No.
That actually links together a lot of the more
Oh,
confusing
Paimon,
pieces of
better
evidence.
turn in me. Ooh. We're even down.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
What was that?
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the Primordial Sea among Linny's personal effects.
That's cap.
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens,
That's
my loyal
nonsense.
audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
All right, let's do this dance.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the Primordial Sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
What?
Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
You're not wrong there.
Am I right, Mr. Linny?
No.
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Damn.
Is this the end of the road?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Oh, why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Well.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view,
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Yay!
This I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry, Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
What is she getting at here?
I understand.
I'm glad you do. Oh. Click.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after
What is
all?
happening?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Honestly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And
Wait.
I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got
I
away.
didn't even realize that was
Linny
her.
the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well,
Oh,
and
you're
I thought
so
that
not
would be the end
memorable.
of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
This is crazy.
Even hide in there?
If they're a practiced hand at concealment, probably. A professional thief could make it work.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now it's time to refute the 4.0 Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily-Ann's perspective.
Alright. Identify loopholes. So, I want to try to do this right, but Linny entered the tunnel. He did indeed enter the tunnel. So is there any point to try to refute this? I don't think so. I'm going to go to a different one. Halsey dissolved. Okay. Boom. No, doesn't. Okay, we're just gonna. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No big deal. There we go.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Okay. An infighting between Linny and Cowl, which is obviously Cap, because she broke the flower
vase
glaze
was not
base.
broken to cover anything up, but it was smashed during the struggle between Lily-Ann and Cowl.
Exactly. And then Linny knocked out Cowl, but obviously that wasn't the case because she just said that she. Where's the part that says? I don't think I can refute any of that. It's just.
Lily-Ann was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time.
Boom. Take that.
Detective time on time!
Let's go.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked.
Oh, sorry.
Her
Carry
panic
on.
only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard.
Which was a bit of a weird choice, but it's fine.
Hearing the commotion, Cowl leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
What was his motive to make her dissolve? I don't understand. Whatever.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Aha.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowl out and putting him in the box.
Exactly.
With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Seems pretty good to me. Boom. Look at that. We're killing it right now, Paimon.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
What?
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Oof.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon.
What is this relationship between these
If
two?
there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowl thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box, and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowl entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Damn.
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Woo! We did it!
While there is much
Man,
in
I'm
Linny
beat.
and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, This case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
What's the Oratrice gonna say? Said that they always make the same decision. That's really cool looking.
As such, Linny and Lynette
Hey!
are officially declared not guilty.
Ooh.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Higher-ups?
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know.
Speak.
Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
He turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
Who's,
An outrageous
Who's them?
act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Bro. However, nothing is found in this unit apart from the liquid left behind after Vaughn dissolved. Oh my god. That was brutal.
So, we're just going back now?
The problem seems to have been solved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just wanted to be sure that we're square.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Yeah, we're all ears.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
No.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location
Yeah, this
of
got
the
dark
mansion of
quick.
that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
That's all in the past, though. The knave is after the Gnosis, after all. Or wait, the knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans.
That
She
you
has
know
gained
about.
permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
I thought that was the knave. I wasn't sure. I didn't remember Arlecchino. I don't remember how to say her name. I didn't realize that was her nickname or not, but yeah.
To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I understand. Goodbye. Man, I know we were deceived, but kind of rough on the guy. Like, dang, bro, after that story and everything, that's crazy. Oof. Leave the opera house.
Quit following me.
Man, that was intense. I feel like we're on a roll. We should just crank the rest of this out.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
We'll see how much more we got, but
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
well, I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Linny. I wasn't necessarily looking into serial disappearances case.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Exactly.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Hold on one sec. I'm going to pull up. Make sure everything looks good. Cool, yeah. Everything looks good.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Can we just leave?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so. Let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
Let's go. All right, time to eat. Offerings to the Fountain of Lucine? Hydra sigils, okay. Very cool. Okay, so we gotta go to the workshop. Oh, there's a lot of new stuff. Wait, is that the end of the... Oh no, okay. Lenny has been acquitted, but you are not sure about what the next step should be. You decide to take up Navi's offer for a farewell meal to celebrate your cooperation. Sure.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Let's just, well, I don't know. I don't want to stop this and then we, pick it up tomorrow. I don't know how much is left. We've been at this for 5 hours. Pretty long. Hello. Pretty long quest so far. I don't think I have any Hydro sigils, do I?
Following me.
I don't think I do. Pick up. Oh, I didn't even see it. Just walked up and grabbed that. I thought this was the fountain that I could dump sigils into. What the heck? What else we got here? Nothing. What's up here? Guide. Oh, there we go. We completed Act 1. Nice. As the rain falls without reason. As light rain falls without reason. Okay, so we're on Act 2? I think. Are we at a stopping point? Okay, yeah, so we're on Act 2. So we just completed Act 1. So maybe this is a good time for us to kind of take a break. Maybe call it a night there. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, thinking we might call it a night there. But that was crazy. That whole, I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like the court case was a little dragged out, but it was cool. I didn't expect it to be all that. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, that was interesting. I really want to explore, but I kind of want to just knock the story out. I would love to just kind of run around and explore. Oh wait, let's check this out. This is the new boss, right? Oh yeah. I feel like this boss will just obliterate me. But I'm cool with it. And my frames are dropping like crazy. Not great. Hello. Oh, hello? Can I not fight you? Excuse me. Highly capable fighters, however, there's so much more improvement. The larger damage and increased fire and passionate. Yeah, they're fighters, absolutely. 2 times the research data. Rest upon your shoulders, brave warrior. Player challenging, players, okay. Want to take on our machines in their dance? Sure. Oh wait, crap, I didn't realize which one, there was different, what is it? I don't even know what this means. Sure, let's go for this one. I don't know what either are. I don't know if they matter. I'm assuming they're like different materials for different people or something, for characters. This is so cool. Oh, back up. Back up. Wow, you're not taking much damage, are you?
Rest and rebuild. By royal decree. Everyone hold hands. Yeah, I see everything.
Oh, that was a big one. That hurt. Okay, I mean, taking damage pretty well.
Allow me.
What do you think? Oh.
Odds reveal by
The wind rises.
Okay, so he's just disappeared now, so I can just literally
Know your place.
rinse. Oh, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought.
Far enough.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow, I'm getting sucked in. I'm getting sucked in. Oh, 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 oh. Stop. Stop it.
a brash maneuver.
Oh, crap. I froze myself. Ah, shook. And, oh, no. Okay. They're pretty cool. I'm sure that fight would have been very interesting. 40 resin? Sure. See what I get. Okay, so yeah, there's like different types of materials you get. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this is still for this. I have not looked at any of this yet. Oh, I did the thing. I did one. Aha. Now let's try to do the other one. Nemesis of Coppelius. Coppelius. Oh wait, they're respawning, aren't they? Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do it yet. Oh, here he is. Need to heal everybody up though. Holy crap. Everybody got super, well, Wanderer and Nahida almost died. Oh yeah, so we gotta wait for them to respawn. All right, we'll probably just call it there, I think, because going for a little over 3 hours. Made a good chunk of the story, got a good chunk of the story complete, and yeah, so far so good. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm excited to start exploring, so I really want to get the story done, but I also don't want to just rush through it and like not enjoy it. So we'll see how it goes, but regardless, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I think we'll go ahead and just call it there. So I hope you have a great rest of your night, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. And like the video if you like it, it'd be cool. Hey, thanks, Mac Jekyll. Have a good one. I'll probably be live again soon. I'm not necessarily sure if it'll be tomorrow. I know Saturday we're a little busy, but we'll see what the days look like. I'll make a community post, so make sure to keep your notifications on if you guys want to see that. So appreciate everybody hanging out, and